Alright people, we're back on the channel again, and this is a bit of a different spin-off to what we usually do. Rather than raw value and straight OFM source, we're going to be having a bit of fun with it. We're going to be giving you guys still raw value, a bit about ourselves and our journey so you can relate with us, and then watch us get fucked in the ass by these spicy sources.
Let's get into it. Right, do you want to grab the wings first, get the sauces ready? Yeah. And then I believe we eat first, ask questions later.
Really?
So, yes. So you have to answer them. I say we have to generously layer it up. I think that's generous, even though it's the lightest stage. So this is 1 out of 10. Oh,
fucking
come on.
Organic sriracha, bro.
You barely put anything on there.
Bro, you don't need to put loads on. Alright, I'm putting that on. Cool.
Okay.
Sweet.
Right, perfect. Let's eat first, ask questions later. Right, my first question is going to be, what do you think about AI OFM?
Well, that's an interesting one. I'd definitely say it's got the potential there. You can make a shit ton of money of it. We, in our obviously agency, we have the systems already. So we do AI OFM because we have the base OFM system. What I think is kind of bullshit is these people ripping courses from it, scamming kids. Basically, that is what most OFM, AI OFM people are doing right now. They're giving people just Higgsfield, copy and paste YouTube stuff, and basically taking their money without any real systems or longevity in it.
Would you say people doing AI OFM are just failures at doing real OFM, so they've done something that's quicker and easier to do?
I wouldn't even say they're failures. I'd say obviously it's a good entry point. But I think the longevity is more there in OFM because who knows what's going on with AI? Who knows if it's going to get banned? We obviously make good money from it at Covalent, but every other week accounts get banned on AI just because they're AI. So give or take, it's good, but you need a strong basis of OFM as the main income.
Okay, right.
All right, wing two, I guess.
Ready?
Bro.
Yeah. Moving on. Now we're going into just some regular good old Tabasco.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's good. I can smell it. Yeah, there we go.
Sweet.
Right. Okay, what would you say the biggest myth about the OFM industry is?
I would say the biggest myth is that more nude means more money, or more sexual means more money. Everyone feels like they have to go and do, these big porn shoots, these big orgies, random shit like that. Yeah. Where people on OF, they're not here to see you get fucked by 20 men, let's say. Let's just put it simply. They're here to connect with you, gain a genuine connection and build that parasocial relationship on the internet. And yeah, I think that is the biggest myth, that more sexy, more nude equals more money, when actually the models that do less make more. Yeah. So yeah, and then for you, Conrad, I would say, what in your eyes, obviously as, the main manager at Covalent, you've worked with models doing, 100, 200, 300K. You've worked with the best in the industry. What's the difference between a model doing 10K versus a model doing 6 figures?
Well, I would say that the models who do better are models who are more easily coachable. It means they allow you to try and teach them to be better. Even if they're already doing good and they did it on their own, they're still models who can accept someone else's opinion without letting their ego get in the way. They work harder than everyone else as well because they genuinely have aspirations. They see it as a business rather than just a page. And obviously a lot of people, when they think about businesses, it's longevity. They're gonna make something out of it. And a lot of people laugh at OF models these days, but a lot of them work harder, make more, and they're able to retire their families. And as you have said, a lot of them don't even sell themselves like a lot of people think.
Yeah, I agree. Right. I agree. I think, main thing is obviously just treating it like a business. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's all it is. It's not anything else. Yeah. Right. On to
Number
next.
3. So we've got Frank's Red Hot Sauce Extra. They all smell good.
Yeah, it smells sweet, this one. I'm not liking how this is slowly dripping out.
4 droplets. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a little bit. Now let's dig into this one.
Nah, that's light work, bro.
That was easy. That was easy. Right. Let me ask you, what is the most expensive mistake you've made at Covalence?
Well, you know, shall we give them the no bullshit answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the biggest mistake that I have made and the most expensive one is probably, I'd say it's two things. I would say one is probably not investing in information. That is also not a fault of myself. At the time, I couldn't find a mentor or someone that fully aligned with myself. I feel like in the OFM space, I got, delayed quite a bit because I had misinformation and misguidance, because everyone in the OFM space is trying to sell you so hard on this 20, 50, 100K thing, when I was just a little guy in my basement in fucking, Stoke-on-Trent, trying to make it out. And it just didn't, those people didn't align with me, who just had massive egos and were doing 20, 30K. I didn't even think that was, I didn't even comprehend that much money at the time.
Yeah.
That's at the back of my throat, but moving on. And then the second thing, I think, is choosing your business partner wisely. Yeah. And one thing that has cost me a hell of a lot of money in this industry is definitely choosing the wrong business partner who, yes, okay, at the start they were great, but over time slowly got worse and worse and worse and was costing me more money than I even want to know.
Yeah.
And then for you, so why are we in Bangkok over maybe London, Dubai, these other places?
Well, it might be a little bit controversial, but personally, from my experience, I believe there is more networking here in Bangkok than there is in somewhere like Dubai and Miami. Don't get me wrong, there's people out there, but going back to the topic of egos, there's people that sell you onto those things. Yeah. That's what Dubai, Miami, and London is filled of. Those guys that make most of their money selling those 20 to 30 to 40K courses. Whereas here, you get people at similar levels to you, at all different kind of levels. People making millions a month, people just starting out as well. And it's good to see yourself in a beginner, and then it's good to see someone doing far much better than you, where you're like, damn, I know I'm gonna get to that level, it's just a matter of time. Yep. And then the people here, maybe because it's the culture of Thailand, they're a lot more humble about it. They won't go and say, oh yeah, my model's doing 6 figures a day. They'll be like, oh yeah, my model's doing quite well. How are you doing? They actually wanna know more about you than themselves. Yeah. And obviously another main thing is your money can go further here. Meaning you've got more to reinvest in yourself, more to reinvest in the business, which leads to more progress and more efficiency in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And also, you obviously can't forget Nana Plaza. That's
yeah,
what we love.
Karsan Road?
Yeah.
Right, wing number 4? Wing number 4, we're going into some Thai sauces now.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a fair amount, you've got to say.
But that's a lot. Right.
Just wait for the camera.
Yeah.
Can't be missing this.
Because this is going to get into spicy territory.
And my mouth is already like, it's
Slimy.
Contagious.
Yeah. All right, let's go. That's light work, bro.
What's the actual day-to-day of running an agency? So nothing you put on social media, but the shit you don't actually post.
Well, I would say as a CEO, it's more planning, overseeing what's going on, trying to think of new ways to increase revenue, increase profits, hiring the right people in your team, and planning to scale. I think the main thing that as an owner you should be doing at the start, your day-to-day should be obviously working hard, doing them 10, 12-hour days, where that is the reality of when you start your agency. Yeah. But over time, if you don't have stuff systemized, you simply can't scale. So the day-to-day as an OFM agency owner should be going through everything, looking over everything to make sure stuff's going smoothly as a CEO, talking to staff, making sure things are getting moved in the right direction. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, day-to-day is pretty much working most of the time, but working from wherever you want, right? Yeah. And then yeah, how did we actually meet? That's a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, well, it's a funny story, but you know what I mean? Not everyone has to meet through some specific means. We met back at college, of course, so we were 16 at the time, both studying business. Look at us now growing a business. But to cut it long story short, we were in the toilets at college, at the urinals, and James was peeing right next to me, And he asked me, if your parents were split up, would you bring your PC over from your mum's house to your dad's house? And that's what got the whole journey going, because funny enough, both of our parents were split up, both of us played online video games, and that just made a connection that set off the whole thing. But yeah.
I'm feeling a bit spicy.
Huh? You're feeling spicy, yeah.
On to the next.
On to next.
YOLO.
Okay, this one now. Habanero. This smelled good, I think. Oh, it smells unique.
That water's looking nice. Right? You fucked it, bro.
That's what makes this fun, right? You can't do a droplet. You've got to give it a drizzle. You've got to give it a... Bro, you're not even going to taste that.
All right, that's good.
In comparison, I'm defending myself here. I don't know if the camera's picked this up, but this is a... Right? This is still survivable.
Yeah.
It burns, but it's still survivable. Why do most agencies fail in the first year?
I would say because they don't find their foot. Well, now we enter the spicy territory. I feel like I'm sweating, bro. Fuck. Oh, give me a sec, man.
Hey,
Okay.
we got water and we got milk, and I've got ice cream.
Okay, why do they fail within 1 year? That's an interesting one. I feel like it's the same thing for me. They either have incorrect information or they just simply don't do the work. They procrastinate about what they need to do. They watch YouTube videos all day. They'll maybe, message 10 people on outreach, but they don't have the systems. They don't understand the systems as well. For example, they don't know they have to message 50 models every day on multiple accounts to even get a response. They don't know they need to track, their response rate for getting models, because the start of the agency is getting models, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, all they're doing is messaging maybe 10, 20 models a day because they have misinformation, they don't have the correct systems in place, and they don't understand the industry. So that is simply why they fail, because they don't have systems, they don't have the right direction, and they don't have the right knowledge.
Yeah. I can feel it now.
I'm not looking forward to the next one.
You've got to catch up on the amount of sauce though.
Who do you steal ideas from outside of the industry, so not in OnlyFans management?
Okay. That is a good one. Because a lot of my OFM ideas don't even come from OFM people. If it comes down to my own personal social media, I can't lie, I am very, very simplistic and generic with it. If I resonate with a piece of content, I will try and replicate it in order to build an audience of similar people like me. Getting an audience filled with people that are just playing Fortnite, gooning off and watching YouTube won't help me anyway. Whether I'm trying to teach someone or whether I'm trying to hire someone, I don't want those kind of people working with me and for me. So when I see content that I resonate with and I like it, I hop on the trend, I replicate it, I put my own little spin to it, and then I try and attract an audience. For example, when we need to grow staff, I want staff who are on it, have aspirations. When we want to attract clients, I want people that will want to work with us, not us have to force them to want to work with us.
Yeah.
If that even makes sense, but yeah.
Kind of, but like, is there any aspect of, you say, your day-to-day that you've stole from someone who's not even in the OFM industry, for example, like your sales, because you are, head of sales here as well.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
The only thing I would like to say is Alex Hormozy clearly knows what he's doing when it comes down to sales. The only person you could say I stole off of, wouldn't say it's stealing because he published it with his own book, but I've taken his ideas and incorporated them into selling on the fans. Because at the end of the day, it is a sales job, not just chatting. Anyone can reply to the fans, right? But you need to be able to extract their money whilst providing the best service. And someone that teaches that well is Alex Hormozy, where people genuinely feel satisfied when they're making a purchase and when they're making a sale. Overall, anyone else, I can't say I steal off of them because I wouldn't want to do what they do, if that makes sense.
Yep, understandable, yeah. I think that does a point that most people in the OFM industry also don't have a clue.
Yes.
Right, on to the next.
Yeah. Raf, you'll have it. I can only reciprocate that kind of energy. Oh! Whoa. Ready? Let's dig in and ask. We've got to ask and answer.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
alrighty.
Talking.
I'm talking now.
Well, that's a late bloomer, that one is.
Yeah. What's the most overrated growth tactic right now in the OFM scene?
Most overrated growth tactic. In terms of what, agency or model?
I would say scaling your model. What is everyone pushing out on Reels in order to help you scale your model?
Okay, well, I mean, the most overrated tactic is simply, that's a good one. That's a fucking weird question.
Oversaturated. Let's change it to oversaturated so that you can try and be more creative.
Oversaturated, that's fucking easy. The most oversaturated thing right now to help grow your models is getting them to copy the same exact reel that every single other model is doing. You know, the sexual content where they're in their bikini. Everybody's seen that. Yes, okay, it gets views, but it doesn't convert.
Yeah.
And that's what models and agencies are now realizing, because they're seeing the views, they're like, okay, I've got 5 million views this month. Why am I making $500 a month?
Yeah.
And it's simply because no one cares. No, everyone's seen this sexual content online. Now they need to connect with you, and if they can't connect with you, then you might as well simply not be posting as well. So yeah, just not focusing, converting content and focusing on reels. That's the most mess thing right now.
All right.
And then, honest opinion, how much of an agency's success is luck versus actual skill?
Now, a lot of people won't agree with maybe what I'm going to say, but I do strongly believe in my own points. I would say it's 80% skill, 20% luck. Because don't get me wrong, luck happens and luck is necessary. But if you don't put in the amount of work in order for the luck to even be available, you can't get it. If you never buy a lottery ticket, you can never win the lottery. In order to actually win the lottery, you've got to go and pay for the tickets. Even, let's just say, gambling or whatever, call it luck or whatever, but if they didn't try, they wouldn't do it. Therefore, it takes repeated hours, those hours that you don't see on the content, in order for someone else to perceive it as luck. So 80% skill, 20% luck, as it's always necessary, it's always needed.
Yeah, of course.
But I strongly stand by that.
Oh, really?
This is a big jump.
So we're just gonna get fucked at this
Yes.
point.
I want more though. Shake it. Come on, it's...
I think it does need a shake, to be fair.
Oh, okay, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it might be a bit more runny.
You know what, bro? Nah, you allow that, bro. I'm just dipping it in like that. Cool.
Whoa, you've got to like spread
Nah,
it.
G, you're mad.
That ruins the whole point of the video.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do that.
It smells very awkward.
That one was weak, bro.
And it didn't taste good either.
No.
Okay. I mean, my nose is running, but it is what it is.
We're living.
Yeah. So, not to call anyone out here, but what's a model type that you won't sign anymore and why?
Well, simply the models that are starting out that have not made any money. Now, I know this is what I used to do and what everyone does when they start out.
Yeah.
They find models that are starting out fresh and don't really have an idea. But the thing is, that's just fighting an uphill battle. You have to teach them as much as you need to teach themselves, which means nobody gets any lessons because it's the blind leading the blind at this point. Yeah. And if a model can't learn herself and learn how to make the first $5,000 on her own, then she simply doesn't even have the necessary skills to choose a good agency. Because yeah, it's okay, cool to jump to any agency and have models hitting you up saying, oh, can I join? I've just made my first $500. But they don't even understand the industry. They don't know what they're looking for from an agency. They're just hoping that an agency can pull them out of their bad position, where that is unfortunately not how the world works. Yeah. And you need to understand stuff in order to choose a good agency, and the good agencies are not going to choose models that are not going to work. Yeah. So yeah, the models that I won't sign anymore are simply the ones that can't even make $5,000 a month for themselves.
Yeah, fair point.
Right. Next one. So what's the hardest part of managing chatters at scale?
There's a few of them, but I'll go with the one that's the most important for me personally when I overlook the chatters, and it's managing their mentals. A lot of agencies won't even know what I'm on about. A lot of agencies don't even care. But your chatter's mindset is so important for your business performance that you need to check up on them if they're doing well in and out of the business. A lot of managers see poor sales and they instantly blame the chatter's techniques and ability. A chatter's ability doesn't just diminish one day. There are always external factors, and if you don't address those factors, you can't help out your staff. So that's one thing I do. I get my supervisors to help them out, because unfortunately I can't be there for every single staff member. But as soon as I spot a pattern, instead of just seeing it, we do something about it. We help them out in a way that's beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, nice.
Right.
All right.
Next swing, right?
Yeah, next swing.
Yeah, next swing, and it's going to be this one should still be bless. I think we're just going to get fucked by the last one. These ones are going to be bless. Stir it up again, maybe. Shake it up, sorry. Oh shit, it kind of carried over the chicken wing. Oh, these are so slippery. Bro, be careful. Yeah, I've got more. All right. Fuck it. 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, I can definitely, oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel that one.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we're too good for hot ones.
Yeah.
Bro, that's close to 1 million Scoville, however you pronounce it. I think it's fake. No, I can't feel it.
All right, do more then, because I did
Really?
Maybe.
Maybe I need more.
It's lingering for me, bro. It's nothing crazy.
Oh,
Ghost pepper sauce.
So I think we've got a question that's going to be similar for the both of us, but in different aspects of the business.
Yeah.
What is the worst thing in the industry that no one talks about from your POV?
So I think the single worst thing in this industry is that models, they scam all the time. So yeah, I think models are scamming agencies, taking money from agencies, agency hopping, and simply not paying the invoice. Just using them and their service for the money that they have made, and the model simply wouldn't have made without them, and just scamming because they can. And unfortunately, in this industry, unless it's like massive money, like millions, the courts don't take it seriously. Even hundreds of thousands that we have unfortunately had here at Covalent, it doesn't matter. The courts don't matter, and the courts don't care because they see it as Onlyfans, and yeah, they simply just don't care.
Don't take it seriously.
How about yourself?
I was gonna say it's literally the same thing, but I was just gonna say chatting agencies. It's not just models that do it, it is other agencies that hire us specifically for chatting, just rinse our ability because they know how fucking good we are, and then don't pay when it's payday because they know that if they don't want to, they can't, and they know that if we chase them, we'll simply lose more money than we've already lost.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the last one.
Shit! How much did you put on?
A good amount, and it's literally dribbling all over. I think you laid it up more, but I put in a reasonable, respectable amount, so we're both gonna die. Right, finale, let's go. Right.
Okay, answer the question, please. Ask me it, bro.
One thing you change about how Covalent
I
started.
don't give a fuck about Covalent anymore, bro. Wait there. Oh, how Covalent started. I just wouldn't get a shit business partner, and I'd get a mentorship. Right, I'd make sure I choose a good business partner so that I can scale properly with, and I would buy a mentorship from someone who's not a scammer. Okay, what does the OFM space look like in 3 years?
Personally, it's gonna look a lot more like a business. The models, if they want to scale, they're going to need to take it more seriously, not like a part-time job. My tongue is going numb, right? So I can't even speak. Basically, models are gonna need to speak more. They're gonna need to grow a brand image. The models are going to need to become the brand. They're gonna need to become the business. If they just shake their booty on camera, they're just going to be literally like a ladyboy they can find on the side of the street in Thailand. Whereas if they become someone that's known for their name, not their talents, that's where they can scale. Everyone else who can't compete will get left behind.
Yep.
Right, thanks for joining us on the OFM Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it. We sure as hell didn't. Peace out.
In a bit, cheers. Onlyfans Hot Ones.
I actually feel ill. Can you get my top off? I feel really uncomfortable.